Good morning. Hari Om.
Hari Om, we missed you. You didn't come for the lectures also, Sunandaji's.
Yeah.
Where were you?
Pune.
You have forgotten us also. What is this?
I'm in Pune.
Oh,
So how are things? How was the lecture? How was the lecture? How was the lecture?
lectures were very good, very nice. We all enjoyed. And Pooja and Dr. Ravi, they came and stayed with me.
Oh,
Yeah,
so Dr. Ravi also was there. I think
yeah.
he went to Malaysia.
Yeah, he stayed for one day and then he left next morning.
I heard there are a lot of people that came this time.
Lots. Actually, on the first day, even up they were sitting. People were full all, niche or upper also. And then second day, then it became less. And third day also, it was good.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let's start.
Let's start.
प्रातः स्मरामि हृदि संस्फुरदात्मतत्त्वम् सच्चित्सुखं परमहंसगतिं तुरीयम् यत्स्वप्नजागरसुषुप्तमवेति नित्यम् तत्ब्रह्म निष्कलमहं न च भूतसङ्गः So we will chant from 15 to 20. One second. Chapter 13, no? That happened. Sunandaji's was chapter 13, isn't it?
Yes.
20 qualities. Was it heavy?
Yes.
The Was
The
the subject heavy?
I think the third lecture was little bit heavy.
Acha.
Then after that, it was not so. Then everybody then got the idea about it, no?
Ah,
Because then again it was like repetition, but in different ways, obviously. But
ach. Hmm. Okay. Verse 15 to 20.
चेषु प्रतिबिम्बवत् मनो बुद्धिः प्रकृतिभ्यो विलक्षणम् तद्वृत्तिसाक्षिणम् विद्यात् आत्मानं राजवत्सदा व्यापृतेष्विन्द्रियेष्वात्मा व्यापारी वा विवेकिनाम् दृश्यते भेषु धावत्सु धावन्निव यथा शशि आत्मचैतन्यमाश्रित्य देहेन्द्रियमनोधियः स्वक्रियार्थेषु वर्तन्ते सूर्यलोकं यथा जनाः.
Right. Verse 15 will chant.
पञ्चकोशादियोगेन तत्तन्मय इव स्थितः शुद्धात्मा नीलवस्त्रादि योगेन स्फटिको यथा.
From union with the five sheets, the pure self Atman appears to be like them, just as a crystal appears blue when in contact with a blue cloth. So this is the Panchakoshas, right? You all know this Panchakoshas. This is just a depiction. This is not how it is. It's a subtle form, right? So self in the middle meaning self everywhere. What covers the self is Anandamaya Kosha. I'll explain covering. What covers Anandamaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Annamaya Kosha. So Annamaya Kosha is body, right? Right?
Yes.
Which is
Yes.
the gross body. This we cover. Subtle body is, you see, what is it denoting subtle body as?
Pran, Mano,
Manomaya, Vijnanamaya.
yeah.
Which is mind, intellect, prana. Prana means your physiological functions, which you can't say, I will catch hold of your arm, but I can't catch hold of your digestion. It's everywhere. So it's not something physical. It's a prana. I can't catch hold of your breath. Pranamaya portion. I can't catch hold of your functioning of absorption of knowledge, udhana. It's not something that is physical, right? So hence it comes in the subtle part. You understand why it is subtle? Pranas. You would say is prana. It's a process of engaging prana. This is not prana. Prana is the breath. So it's not breath. The breath function is prana, not air. Air is not prana. Air is again physical. The functioning, that function, where is that function? That is a subtle function. So that's one. And then manomaya means your mind. Your mind has so many emotions. Your mind has so many feelings. It's got negative, positive, every sorts of feeling, fear, agony, excitement, jubilation. So many things the mind has. Feelings, all feelings is manomaya kosha. Manas belongs to manas. And then vijnanamaya kosha is the intellect. Buddhi, the ability to think. Okay? Now, there's a difference. Vijnanamaya kosha, manomaya kosha, both are thoughts. This you can write it down. One is a very discriminate thought. Another is an indiscriminate thought. So when a thought is, when you're conscious of a thought and when you direct a thought, discriminate thought, when you direct a thought, it's called intellect. What is this intellect? You will think, right? Intellect is nothing but when you direct a thought, when you're aware of a thought, and you direct it this way or that way. Good or bad is not the problem. This way or that way, you are directing a thought. It's an intellect. It's buddhi. Mind is a thought comes and it's executed. You don't even know. There is no control over it. It happens. You may be aware of certain mental um, uh, thought patterns, but you can't control it. So that's mind. You're aware through the intellect that this is, I am getting angry, but you cannot control that anger. That anger is the mind. I'm getting angry. You're aware of that. That is intellect. Discriminate thought, indiscriminate. Both are thoughts. So a discriminate thought controls an indiscriminate thought. You cannot control an indiscriminate thought randomly with pranas or with the gross body. You understand? The control goes top down, not bottom up. The worker doesn't control the CEO. CEO controls the worker. CEO, the director of the company, produces activity in the company. The activity doesn't produce the management. You understand? It's not the other way around. What is the activity? Body. A subtler activity? Prana, digestion. What controls prana? Mind, thoughts. What controls the thought is a discriminate thought. They say being aware of the problem is half solved. The problem is half solved, right? You must have heard this.
Yeah.
What does it mean? Intellect is aware of an indiscriminate thought, or else it's being executed. You don't even understand. You don't even know what all you're doing. But the moment intellect comes in, oh, okay, I have this problem. Oh, the moment you acknowledge there is a problem, that means intellect is aware that there is an indiscriminate thought which was going rampant without my knowledge. Now I'm aware. Now you can do something about it. Not even awareness. So intellect is a discriminate thought. Now, what is Anandamaya Kosha? Anandamaya Kosha is no thought. Chinmayananda says, last time I told you, joyless, joy state is Anandamaya Kosha. You're not happy in deep sleep, but you're not unhappy either. So joyless joy. It's not that you're consciously engaging in happiness in deep sleep, right? It's just no agitations in deep sleep. It's Anandamaya. Why is there no agitation? Because there are no thoughts. Why? Thought means agitation. What is the thought? What does the thought have? What are the two?
Mind.
No, what are the
Thought
two? Now we will what we will do is we will split a thought. What does the thought have?
You want something.
So what does
You
it
want
have? What are the two things? You want something.
Mind
desire.
and intellect.
No. Mind and intellect are two different kinds of thought.
Okay.
So what is a thought? You want something exactly.
Desire.
Desire is flow of thoughts. I'm saying, what is a thought?
You're missing, I mean, you feel something is lacking, or so you want something.
Is it a vasana?
No. What is vasana? Vasana creates a thought. What is a thought? Partner. You want something, right? You said.
Yeah.
Two things. Okay? It's so clear. There are two things here. What are the two things?
You and want.
No.
outside and
Object.
inside.
The object and the subject.
Yeah.
Is it?
What is the object? What is the subject here?
Object is the world that way.
No, here in
And
this statement, you is
Self.
so
you is what? What did Arshaji say? You is
subject.
object. And what is object here?
Here will be the world.
Something.
Something. Why is you like not confident? Thought is subject wanting an object. That's it. Discriminate thought is you are aware what you want. Indiscriminate thought is mind, which you're wanting something you're not even aware of. Now, in deep sleep, it's Anandamaya Kosha. In Anandamaya Kosha, there is no subject, no object, no thought. So, agitation is created. Let's remove this confusion. Agitation means what? What is agitation in terms of thoughts?
Is
The-
unfulfilled.
Yeah.
Huh?
Unfulfilled.
Meaning what? Unfulfilled means you want an object, right? You want object. What is the unfulfillment here?
I'm not getting the object.
Yeah, no object. You don't have an object. Equals agitation, na? When you have an object, no agitation because you wanted it, you got it, no agitation.
Got it.
But the moment you want something, and at that moment, when you want something, obviously it's not with you. Impossible to instantly get what you want. Instantly, it's not possible. I want this, instantly you have it? No. So, when you don't have it, what do you have?
Agitation.
Agitation. Thought equals agitation. You see the logic behind it. Thought means I want something. Agitation means I want something and I don't have it right now. Hence, I am not happy because what I wanted is not there with me. Isn't it? What I want is not there. So I want it. I don't have it. I am not happy. So basic, the what do you call? Definition of a thought itself means I want something. It could be any thought. I want knowledge, I want emotion, I want objects, I want name and feel. It could be anything. I want knowledge of Vedanta. I want improvement in my life. Anything is a thought. Any thought has to be object and subject, subject and object. Any thought. That means there is a want. Thought means want. And at that moment you have a thought, you don't have that want with you, what you wanted. So if you don't have something that you want, you're agitated. Thought equals agitation. So in deep sleep, what's happening, which is Anandamaya Kosha, no thought means what? No agitation. That's it. There is no happiness. You understand? In deep sleep, you're not getting what you wanted. In deep sleep, it's just that you don't have that want. Just the fact that you don't have that want means you don't have a emptiness, lacuna. You don't have an agitation. It's a state of no agitation. It's not a state of positive pleasure. Anandamaya Kosha is a misnomer. Actually, you are not Ananda in Anandamaya Kosha. It's just that Chinmayananda says best, joyless joy. Through negation, you feel happiness. Oh, I don't have anything to want. Okay, I'm okay. I'm in a peaceful state. But that's not positive bliss or self-realization. Right? So we will go back to that Anandamaya Kosha. The causal body is the Anandamaya Kosha, where causal body means that which causes the subtle body and the gross body. Why is it called the causal body? Why? Why do we say vasanas create the thought?
Because it's a cause of that effect.
Why do we say that? What is the reasoning behind it? I understand you are repeating my question. Why do we say that the causal body causal means cause now, causes the subtle body and the gross body? Why is it called the causal body? Why is deep sleep called, why is Anandamaya Kosha called the causal body?
Because in that the Anand, there is no thought, but that is also not happiness. So it is not means there is no agitation, but there is no happiness. So that is why it is uh, it's ignorance, like.
So why is it cause? Why do we say it causes the subtle body?
Because in that there is no thought.
So, so if there is a state of no thought, why are we saying a state of no thought creates thought? Alright? What is this? State of no thought, na Anandamaya Kosha.
Yeah.
Why are we saying that is the cause of thoughts? Alright? That is the cause of no thoughts. There is no thoughts in that state. Why does it cause thoughts?
Because
So,
of the vasanas, maybe then.
that is vasanas. Are you repeating the same thing? It is vasanas. Why does vasana create a thought? So, to explain that, वासना क्यों thought को create करता है? How do you see that? You have to look at it from the bottom up now to understand. Because a man is an artist and he is expressing art in a big canvas whole day. And then he has got the thoughts that what he wants to do. He has got a mental picture of it. And his hands are moving like that. And then creating a huge canvas of art. And he's tired and he sleeps. Right? And he's got dreams of same. He's already finished in his dreams. And then the state comes where there are no thoughts. Deep sleep, Anandamaya Kosha, causal body. When he gets up, how does he get up? What career will he choose?
Same.
Same. He's an artist. He will get up as an artist. He doesn't get up as a carpenter or a programmer or a investment banker. He will not, right? An artist thoughts expressing in the gross body goes back into zero and comes back as same thoughts. That proves that in a state of deep sleep, the thoughts go into an unmanifest state. The thoughts are there. It's still there. Obviously, right? Or else he can get up as astronaut. Why not? He can get up as anything, but he only gets up as a Artist. So, in deep sleep, in Anandamaya Kosha, your thoughts are in unmanifest state. Another name of causal body is unmanifest thoughts. And the moment dream or waking happens, it manifests as thoughts. Now, this is the way you understand that in deep sleep, the thoughts are still there. Where? Unmanifest. Hence, you say deep sleep creates the subtle body. So the example I gave you is a little limited. Now you have to go back and see a baby is born. Baby is born with a particular characters. A small baby, let's say there are 5 babies who are born on the same date. One baby is all the time crying. Another baby doesn't cry. Like my cousin who's got a baby, one baby cries all the time. The other one doesn't cry at all. Nothing wrong. I mean, and the other baby is all the time smiling. How come these 3 babies who were not present in the waking state before, they were in the mother, how did they have different thoughts? And you will see as they grow up, they have distinct mentality. One baby is a ladaku, another baby is a happy baby, another baby is an unselfish baby, another baby is a very, very, what do you call, naughty. Where do those thoughts come from? So they say, before birth, you were in a state of unmanifest thoughts. And at the right time, right place, right environment, you were manifested based on your unmanifest thoughts, which is vasanas. Vasanas creates the body. Vasanas creates the thought. Thoughts create the body. Right here, from the union with the 5 sheets, the Atman appears to be like them, just as a crystal appears to be blue. What is the color of this crystal? Crystal is colorless, but it appears blue. Isn't it?
It takes the color of it's transparent, and it takes the color of the thing on which it is placed.
Yeah. Isn't it? What is it saying? Just as a crystal appears blue when in contact with blue cloth, so does Atman appears to be like a criminal. Atman appears to be like a Mahatma Gandhi. Atman appears to be like Shivaji Maharaj. Atman appears to be like a dog. Atman appears to be like a lion. Atman appears to be like a snail. But Atman is not the snail or Shivaji Maharaj or Nelson Mandela or you or your partner or your daughter or a son. Atman is not that. Atman appears to be what? The 3 koshas, 5 sheets. All the 5 sheets you've seen. So the self in the middle is like a crystal clear thing. But when the self is contacting all these panchakoshas in a human being or animal, it appears to be like that. So what you see is the panchakoshas with the Atman, the enlivening principle. Again, now, so if you see, when you say Atman appears, right? This class can go on actually. I wanted to cover more topics for substance. Anyway, see, Atman means awareness. pure awareness, right? The ability to be a witness is Atman. It's called pure consciousness, the conscious. So it's unconditioned consciousness, meaning it is not conditioned by BMI, body, mind, intellect. Not conditioned. Meaning what? That crystal is unconditioned by the color. It's a crystal is unconditioned by the color blue. But when the blue comes, it looks as a conditioned color, isn't it? Crystal doesn't have any blue condition. I mean, if you can answer it like that. It doesn't have any color. But so what is it? It's unconditioned by any color. But the moment you see the blue cloth behind the crystal, you feel that the crystal is blue in color, conditioned by the blue color. So when you say Atman, Atman is I am. The thought that I exist. The feeling that there is a sense of individuality. That means the sense of awareness. I am there, right? You all feel that you are there. Nobody has to tell you that you are there. Right? Does anybody tell you that, hey, Asha, you exist, you know? Did you know that you exist? I don't need you to tell me I exist or not. I exist, I know. I am aware of that. I exist. I exist as is a condition. I exist is unconditioned by anything. I exist. I am there. I am this Vivek, conditioned. I am this body, conditioned. I have this feeling of insecurity, or I have this feeling of extreme confidence, conditioned. I is different from the conditionings. That is called unconditioned. The crystal is unconditioned. I am different. But I am thinking I am this, I am this, I am this, I am this. When the body is hot, who is hot? Technically, what's hot?
The thought belongs to the body.
What belongs to the body?
The thought belongs to the body.
Thought doesn't belong to the body.
Thought is Vasna only, no?
Hey, Baba. When the body is hot, what is hot? Science. What is hot?
What is?
Hot,
Hot.
hot. When the body is
Hot.
cold, what is cold? What is actually cold?
The body is cold.
Yeah, the body is cold. Technically, physically, what is cold? The body is cold. Check the temperature on the body. It is cold. When you have fever, check the temperature on the body. The body itself is hot. That is a fact. That is a truth. But the Atman conditioned through the Annamaya Kosha says, I am hot. Arya, the body is hot. You are not hot. I am feeling so tired. You know, I met one of my cousins, went to a nice holiday, to Hawaii. Superb holiday. 10 days holiday, Christmas. And then afterwards I called. And the Hawaii also checked and they sent the pictures and all. Beautiful place. If you ever want to go, it's a good place to go. But then I asked him and came back to India. How was it? Hey, how are you? I'm dead tired. Dead tired. I'm dead, he said. I'm dead. After after a nice holiday, you feel rejuvenated, right? You're you are ready for the next challenges, whatever the world throws. And how can you be tired after a holiday? That to Hawaii. Body is tired. You are not tired. You are aware that the body is tired. Most absurd thing. Happy birthday to you. You say, right? What is fun? Body is fun. And every year you celebrate birthday, failing to understand that every year you are reaching nearer to death and you're celebrating that. Death the day, body dies. The Atman lives forever. No, Atman is not something else. You live forever. I live forever. See, your ego is like a leech, It holds on and sucks the blood out of anything. You have this choice to attach your ego to the koshas or attach your ego to the self. You have this tendency to get attached. Both are true, attached to the body. If you're attached to the body and this body, you know how I'm getting wrinkles here, I'm losing my hair. You're attached to the body, whatever happens to the body happens to you. You suffer the consequences of the body. You detach and say, I witness the body is changing, different. Immediately off that ups and downs. You must keep that awareness. I am not this body. Body goes through changes. Body has a skin allergy. I don't have a skin allergy. I witness that the body has a skin allergy. Oh, you know what? Vivek, I'm very down today. I'm feeling so sad. I'm not ridiculing being sadness or happy, being in sadness or happiness. No, please don't take me. Yes. One way to look at it is, I am sad. Why is my life like this? Is different from, hey, you know what? The mind is sad. Can you help me what to do with this? Why am I feeling that? Can you give me some clarity? Let's fix this. It's different from my life is like this. What did I do? Why is my life like this? What did I do to you, God? Body is born, body will die. I do not. Mind feels sad, mind feels happy. I do not. Intellect has this, I am better, superior than you. I have so much knowledge. I don't. I understand this knowledge. The complex of superiority or inferiority. I have no knowledge. You're better than me. You've achieved so much in the same time frame. Or I have achieved so much than you in the same time frame. Intellectual hang-ups, emotional hang-ups, physical hang-ups belongs to the koshas, not you. Yeah. Is Atman same as causal self? No, causal body is different. Atman is beyond the causal body. So Atman is the enlivening principle which enlivens the causal body, the subtle body, and the gross body. Atman enlivens them. The life force. Life force also can be misunderstood. One would say pranas is the life force. As long as the pranas are there, you're there. But that's not. An enlivening principle is a better way of explaining. What enlivens everything is the self, Atman. It enlivens the vasanas itself. The vasana itself is whatever it is, functioning because of that. That's what they say, Sakshi Bhav. I'll tell you, you may be thinking, Array, this is philosophical, sir. I mean, practical nahi hai. I'm not the body mind. A lady, true story, lady was doing mountain hiking nahi, rock climbing. True story. She slipped and fell down for like 20 feet, 25 feet or something in the ground on a rock. She heard and her leg broke into half. She could see that. The immediate thought she got was, if I don't get help now, I'm going to die here. Sure death, nobody's around if I don't get help. So she dragged herself for 1 mile. This is in US, 1 mile to a campsite. Somehow, luckily, she found a campsite and they helped her. In the dragging of her body for the 1 mile, she said, I did not know, or I did not feel, I saw the leg is broken, but I did not feel the pain. Zero pain. But the moment she saw people and then they came to her, excruciating pain, immediately the pain started. Until she reached them, no pain, zero. She just saw that it's broken. But the moment somebody came and then said, we'll take you, we'll help you, the pain was unbearable. The moment you're aware of something.
So is it because she saw other body, she also came to know that she's the body at that time?
No, I'm just trying to explain the power of thought, where if there is no awareness, there is no affectation. If there is a disconnect, because her thought of saving herself was so dire, so powerful, she had no time to invest thought in the pain. The thought did not go there. When there is no thought, there is no pain. So the moment we think, I'm the body, whatever happens to the body happens to you. That awareness has to be disconnected as much as possible. We cannot disconnect it fully, as much. You know, one of the Upanishads says, a control of the mind. I told you last time, I think. Control of the mind is when a lion comes in front of you, you say, do not fear. The mind doesn't fear. That much control. Can you believe a lion, not in a cage and you are outside? It just comes in front of you. A lion comes in front of you and says, do not fear. That's the disconnect he's talking about. So anything affects us. Fellow is screaming on top of his voice. My guru says, let him scream now. He lacks culture. Even you lack culture, then you also scream. This has to be some disconnect there, right? Let him exhaust himself. You know, true control is not to put everybody in his place. True control is to put your mind in its place. Somebody is shouting at you and you control your response, not give it back. That is true control. What we think is, if you give it back to him, put him in his place, that's control. No, you lost control. I don't know if I talked to you about this. Freedom and bondage. What is freedom? What is bondage? Freedom is not expressing. Freedom is controlling. When you feel you have to give it back, then you say, no, this is not the time. And you keep quiet. Ooh, and you are great. You're great. So, no point of complaining about the world. The world is like this for eternity. Nothing has changed in the world. Yadha yadadi dharmasya glanirvavati bhartare. Whenever there is dharma that falls, some great self-realized soul comes in Bhagavad Gita and he lifts that. Right? That's what he says. Whenever there is dharma that goes down, adharma comes up, great soul comes, lifts the dharma. It's not like, sir, in Satya Yuga, there were so many, everybody was so good. No, 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 that's not the point. It's almost like a percentage, 50 to 55%, that's it. 55% good people, Satya Yuga. 47% good people is Kali Yuga. It's like that. It's not like 80% people are all good, sir, and only 20% were bad, Satya Yuga. Satya Yuga is just that little bit. So world will be like that. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't get involved in it. Understand where you stand. Questions? Samana, does it make sense what we discussed about the question?
Yeah, I'm trying to follow all of it. I must confess, I don't fully understand everything. So when people say that, you should be in the present moment or, be in the flow,
Hmm.
is that the same as the lack of thought when you give the analogy of when you're sleeping? You have a lack of thought.
Yeah.
I- Is that the same? Like being in the present moment, that you don't think of anything, but you're just in that moment.
Yes,
Is that the same as lack of?
that's what it means. Wu Wei, it's called, You heard of that word? Wu Wei?
Yeah.
Be in the flow, where you do not engage. You refuse to engage your mind in the past or the future. You are in it. Whatever your duties and responsibilities are, it's a very difficult process, but you must understand how it is. What is the process? Process is you're not worried about what happened yesterday or what happened 5 hours ago. You're just worried about, not even worried. You're just doing what needs to be done now. Listen to the class, khatam. Uske baad kya karna? Khatam. Uske baad kya karna? Somebody I heard said, Ramas, one of my colleagues said, he said, you must live like an animal. We all say don't live like an animal. Animals really live very philosophically. They have no thought of the future. They're not worried about what happened. They just live. Just to live is the most difficult thing to do. It's very easy to think about the past and think about plan the future and make your right decisions and plan everything and execute everything. That's easy. That's human beings easily do. But to forget about the past and not care about the future, but doing the thing that needs to be done right now, like an animal lives, is the most difficult thing. Because your mind is constantly running from past to future, past to future. It will not let you be in the present. And he who learns the art of animal life, he has learned the art. Be in the flow, he says. Who is that? Who says that? Which philosopher is that? Forget me. The Chinese philosopher or Japanese? Sumna, who's that?
No, I don't. I don't know anything about one. But I had a question. So when you're saying Anandamaya Kosha, that is being in that state,
Anandamaya Kosha is?
being in that state of lack of thought and
No. Anandamaya Kosha is no thought. This,
yeah, lack of thought is what.
yeah, but that means deep sleep. Deep sleep. What we are talking about being in the flow is where your intellect controls the mind and it flows. Intellect refuses the mind to go in the past or future and engages it in the present. In a sense, it's a little bit of control and little bit of natural flow as well. It's not full control. You are not all the time controlling. It's not so harsh. Where you understand your nature, you understand your interest, and you have a higher ideal in that interest, you let the actions flow. So your intellect will come wherever there is a slip, it will pull it back. It's not constantly holding it like two giant doors, It's not doing that. It's just pulling it back. Whenever the mind slips, pulls it back. Whenever the mind slips, it's just supervising the whole flow. That's the way to live. Where the intellect is always looking at that, like policing it. कहीं slip हो गया तो उसको लेके आओ. Like how we look at kids, right? Kid is playing, you're doing so many things, but the intellect, your thought is always there with the kid. Immediately you'll put the hand there because the kid is nearer to the table. But then you leave the kid. That's how it is. Causal body is no thoughts at all, no intellect, no mind, no flow, no activity, which is deep sleep, vasanas. That is different. Okay. So just to cover what we finished is from the union with the five sheets, the pure self appears to be like them, just as a crystal appears blue when in contact with the cloth. So you are that self, you are that unconditioned consciousness, but you are conditioned by body, mind, intellect. You become conscious of body, mind, intellect. You believe that you are the body, mind, intellect. Whatever happens to the BMI happens to you. So there must be a disconnect. Why? When you understand what is the Panchakoshas is not me, Atman is me, self. That's why they say self. I am that.
Vivek, how do you develop that disconnect? How do you overcome body identification?
Two things. Every day you must study and you must put it into practice. At least start with most extreme cases. Where there's a lot of pain, that's where you start. You can't start in normal things. You will not remember. When there's a lot of pain, something's happening very bad, then you say, I'm not this body. I'm not this mind. I'm the self. That's where you start. And then you start with extreme happiness. That's the second stage. Because happiness, you'll forget it. At least pain, you'll remember. In happiness, you have to start. I'm not this. Everything is very happy. I'm superb state, but I witnessed this superb state. I am not in this superb state. Superb state belong to the mind. Mind feels. Intellect appreciates. I witness. So first you must read about this. It must make sense to you. You must dig deep into it. You must find out the flaws in that, and then the apparent flaws in that, and then find out how that apparent flaws is not flaw, but actually you have a reason for that. Once you understand the depth, as and when you're understanding the depth, as and then you must apply it. Without practice, it doesn't work.
No, but having said that, if at the time of pain I remind myself that I am not this body, it is not going to reduce the intensity of my pain.
It will definitely
Right.
reduce the intensity of the pain. I'll tell you why. Because that thought is backed by intellectual reasoning and conviction. Hence the study. See, if you just tell, मैं तो भगवान हूँ, मैं भगवान का स्वरूप हूँ, I'm not convinced I'm भगवान का स्वरूप. मेरे को पेन हो रहा है. But if you're convinced, with whatever conviction you have, some reasoning, that strong reasoning that this is what it is, Baba. Definitely I'm not this body. Body is 37 trillion cells, each individually acting. Where am I in this? I'm not this body. So, but that conviction helps you in a state of pain, extreme cases, where 20-30% will reduce for sure. It will work because you have backed by conviction. It's not somebody told you. You worked, you put your hard effort to understand this concept. So that hard effort that you put gives you that confidence that yes, it is true. Intellectually, I'm convinced. I'm not able to feel it. But when you say it, at least 20, 30, 40% will reduce. Pain will be there because you have 100% conviction, no pain. That lady, it will work. I have to study. I have to read the Shastras. Without that, difficult. आप कुछ भी करो, without the conviction, it doesn't work. You do meditation, you do. Your intellect must back the knowledge. Your intellect must be convinced. This is what it is. Whatever it is, your reasoning. You must reason. Don't listen to classes and reason according to the class. You get the information, but you must sit and reason. Your reasons may be totally different, which convinces you. What convinces my guru doesn't convince me. Something else some other reason convinces me. ठीक है, sir? Okay.
Thank you.
If there are no questions, we will close class with a chant. Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamedavachyate. Om Shanti. Hari Om.
Hari Om, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.